Champions of Norrath, thank you for answering my call in what may be our darkest hour. The unthinkable has happened.
The unthinkable has happened. The real thing we need to think on is, what kind of character am I going to play? We're rolling a new save file here in Champions of Norrath, the Snowblind Studios dungeon crawler Diablo Light that takes place in the EverQuest universe. Don't really have any insight into the EverQuest universe. You know what? I always do some sort of range character. Let's just roll Barbarian. I've never really done that. All right, for Barbarian, we probably want Strength. A little bit of stamina. We'll turn that down a bit. We are going to have some TV sound in here. I'm going to do my best to balance things. And my AC is on because it's already hot. I don't really need mana regeneration. We'll roll with those stats. Barbarian name. Truce. Why not? I don't know. I'm terrible at naming characters. This is Channel 3, my kind of anti-algorithm vibe with me show, where we just kind of hang out and play a game together. I do have some topics to discuss, things I want to get off my mind, things I would talk about with a friend if you were sitting here alongside me, playing this game on this evening, as it were. Remember the days when we would just join up with someone and play a game?
No better sense than to build a city in the trees. I'm not surprised they're in trouble.
Remember when this is just what you would do? You didn't need anything else. You didn't need objectives even. Obviously this game has a story and a thing for me to do, but we didn't need it telling us anything extra to do. It didn't need us compelling us to play. We just played together. Halt, the Fadark lift is off limits. Oh.
The Fadark lift is off limits by order of Leithcorius, Heartwood Master of the Wood Elves.
What a voice.
No one is permitted to use the lift until every single goblin and orc is destroyed. No exception.
I've played this game enough muted that I had honestly kind of forgotten some of the voices. Hello. Also, some of the voice lines are just so delayed. All right, we have 500. Oh yeah, this game does not have a comparison feature. So I don't know if any of this is any good. 3, 4, 3, 7. 8 to 12. Sure, we'll buy some boots. Oh wait, no. 1586 gold. Ha! No. Let's just go fight some goblins and orcs, shall we? Nope. We've got 37 goblins to fight. Will we make it? Will we survive? Figure out the button for the health potion. Attack, quick spells, block. That's all we got. Controls are pretty straightforward. This is as basic of a D&D inspired dungeon crawlery kind of thing as it gets, really. In terms of combat, the depth of gear you can get And obviously there's a bunch of different characters and enemies and whatever. But controls-wise, blunt weapons, we have blades. So we'll go slashing. Increases damage, yep. I don't know, there's something simple about this kind of game that keeps me coming back year after year. That guy has an electric sword, are you kidding me? Usually you don't see that this early in the game. Heal. You get hit by the mortars. You may hear some thunder in the background. It is storming at the moment, which is... Oh, I don't get the electric sword? Come on. There's honestly no better time to just kind of relax in front of a big TV and play a game. And when it's raining outside. You can't go out and enjoy the weather. You can't do a whole lot. But you can cozy up to a video game. Get nice and cozy on the couch. That's all you need, right? After we fight these goblins and unlock the gate, I'll share some thoughts I've been having recently about how the things I watch really kind of skews my perspective on the things that I do in my time that aren't even online. And what I'm trying to do to make it better instead of just complaining about it. But I got 7 more goblins to get first. Never mind. Fire will take them all out. Don't worry. Man, I can't even get the loot. Why are they so focused right there? Once again, safe to use the elevator. All right. I believe we leveled up. Nope. Am I crazy? I guess I'm crazy. Maybe that was just the countdown. There's our map. All right, we can go back to the elevator. We'll get down into the real world here. The real world. The real world of the game, not the literal real world, but, you know, that's okay. Charred Short Hammer of Impairing. 7 to 12. That sounds better than what I have, so I will sell that one. Yes, I'm sure. Gloves, 12. 3, absolutely. Shield. I don't want a shield. Boots, 3, 7. Yes. I've been really struggling lately with feeling like I don't make enough, that I don't output enough, that not even specifically that I don't output enough, but that everyone else, just as vague and unhelpful as that gets, that everyone else is just outputting so much more than me. And this could be about anything, really. Oop. I love how the characters just casually walk away in the middle of combat and stuff, even in these like tense encounters. They're just like, all right, I'm bored now. I'm going this way.
Aren't you a little overdressed for a stroll through Feydark Forest? And maybe you haven't heard, but
everyone's so snarky in this world.
Your words are wasted on this one, Eodane.
I thought I was overdressed.
Orders and they don't bathe. They're more trouble than they're worth. Mark my words.
Oh, it's raining nice now. Oh, such cozy vibes. I have such fond memories of playing video games in the rain. Not in the rain, but while it rains.
You will have to excuse my friend, but he does have a point. If you're here to do battle with the orcs or goblins...
I thought I was overdressed. Am I overdressed or am I underdressed for the occasion?
With what? We haven't got any extra provisions. The goblins took everything they could lay their hands on. You might as well go home.
The Heartwood Master would not be pleased to hear his warrior welcomed with such words.
Y'all are scared. I'm going to show you up. It's fine. But yeah, it's not even specifically a feeling that I'm not doing enough, although it can certainly lead to that. But it feels like everyone in the world, and obviously that's just an insane statement on its own. But it feels like everyone else is doing so much more than me, and I'm just failing to keep up. Whether that is in art, or just making videos, writing, whether it's for other publications or for myself, working out, just living life. I can't. There we go. Oh boy. And this is a pretty stereotypical problem to have with the internet, with social media, with whatever, because it is that sense of like influence. It is that sense of I'm seeing everyone else's lives laid out before me and feeling like mine is not good enough or whatever. But I think that's often portrayed in a way that isn't always super relatable. It's often portrayed as, oh, you're a teenage girl and you feel like everyone's living the travel life and beach life, or they have really skinny bodies and you need to do better. And it's like, well, that's not how I feel. But I think that same feeling does translate to just kind of the output of your day. Man, the music in this game. I'm still dying for a CD copy of the soundtrack to this game. It was only released like in a super limited way, and I think only in the UK. Oh, but it's so good. But yeah, I think, at least for me, the more relatable angle with this is just purely the output. And it's not... I think the travel lifestyle, hot beach bod, whatever trope is often... It's seen as from a perspective of just one person. It is that one person is, and obviously you could be following multiple people, but it's that one person who is just doing so much better than you supposedly. Ooh, level 5 for that one. 10 to 26. Yes, please. We'll get there. What is this? Tiny Misty Globe. Increases attack speed. Nice. And for me, at least, I'm never going to look at any one person stuff. I mean, I guess that's not true. I guess at some point I'm going to look at one person stuff and be a little jealous or feel like I want to aspire to live the life that they do. But broadly speaking, this kind of feeling doesn't come from that. It comes from a feed, an algorithmically curated feed that continues to show a bunch of people doing things. A bunch of people making art or photo books. Oh, okay. Don't die. Don't die. I'm so bad at blocking. Or beating video games, for example, to review. Gate scrolls. Yes, I know. I've played a game before. Level up! It feels like when you're given a feed of a bunch of people doing the things, then it feels like they're doing more than they are. As an example, I've been watching this photography channel, and I don't mind shouting them out because I'm not actually complaining about them in any way. Ted Forbes, The Art of Photography. Absolutely brilliant guy, brilliant channel dedicated to, well, the art of photography. And he breaks down the more mature elements of photography, not just the aesthetics, but the things that a given photo might mean, pairings of photos in a photo book, that kind of thing. And through his work, Ted shows off a lot of other photographers' work, which I applaud him for. Very few people will show other people's work as part of their channel or whatever, because it's all about the me, look at what I did, look at what I have, show and tell. And he prefers the show and tell of showing what other people have done, feedback he can give, and just celebrating how awesome it is that other people are doing things. And one of the series he has that I like the most is basically like a mail time video where he shows off photo books, zines, that kind of stuff, prints that viewers send into his P.O. box or whatever. And most of these people, it's their first photo book. They've only just picked up photography, or they've been doing it a couple years. They just made this one thing. Or they even made it a couple years ago. They're going to work on the next thing. and they want some feedback as to how they should approach it based on what they've done here. But because each video is featuring 3 or 4 photo books at a time, and there are an endless feed of videos that I can watch. As soon as I finish one, I get recommended the next one. So I never really run out of them. Well, logically, I can, you know, work this out away. In my head, the feeling that really starts to come up is that it feels like so many people are doing this amazing thing and doing it so often, and then I am just failing to keep up. I'm failing to produce the same output they are. He shows 4 or 5 people, or I watch 4 or 5 videos back to back for a total of like 20 episodes of this mailbag thing, where people are showing their very first photo books, and I've just been fed a feed of like 20 photo books. So even though each one is usually from an individual, it is separate people, it feels as if I'm given examples of a bunch of people creating far more output than I am. I've just made my first photo book. It's listed on my shop, by the way, at glitch.mov. I'll have the link in the description if you're interested. I'm working on an accompanying piece to go with it to kind of make it even more old school physical media. I am not landing hits at all. There we go. Now we are. Okay. I died. Lame. But I have just done my first. And now it feels like I'm not keeping up with all these people that are supposedly doing all these photo books all the time. And similarly with just shooting in general, I can feel like, oh man, my day-to-day life of a suburban dad who works during the day, picks up his kid after school, goes about a family routine. I'm supposed to find time in that life to be shooting all these cool city vibey shots or whatever, because that's what other people are doing. Again, it is very easy to like dispel this from a logical standpoint as I'm describing it to you. It's not even a very conscious feeling. It is something I have realized shows up in me. Oh my gosh, how? There we go. No. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Stop it. Go back in the fire. Yeah, help me, you fools. Help me. I don't remember this fight. I've played through the intro to this game, dang it, a bajillion times. I do not remember this fight. I feel like there was like a branching path earlier. I feel like I went the different direction. But yeah, so I can logic out if I really sit down and think about it. Like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. But it's this feeling that I just have to, as I sit with my feelings, I start to realize I'm feeling like I'm not doing enough, that other people are producing more than me. And as I examine those feelings further and think about where they might be coming from, I'm starting to realize that's part of it. And part of the cause of that, not to beat a dead horse, but part of the cause of that is an algorithmic video feed that serves me more and more and more of the same thing, to the extent that it starts to feel like there is more than there is. This is what I'm calling like an availability bias of output, where it skews how much output is potentially actually being made based on just what's available rather than what people are actually doing. Wow, I just realized in one of the previous fights I'd picked up boots as an upgrade and it did not drop here. That's lame. Now, there are 2 ways. I'm going to try this fight one more time, by the way. I'm going to try it one more time. If I die again, I'm not sure what the play is. I guess I'll go back and take that alternate path. That's what the portals are for. I'm going to lure these guys over here to the good guys, get some assistance, and just start getting some hits in. I don't have the extra fire damage here, but that's okay. I don't like that they can knock me down. Oh, but the soldiers are dying. Oh, I thought I killed it. It stopped for a minute. Why did it stop? Why do they stop taking damage? Oh, you're not done with me yet. Okay, okay. Something. Ooh, I am trapped in a corner. I don't like that. Am I getting gold off the dead soldiers? That feels bad. Alright, I'm not giving up on you guys yet, though. I'm basically just circle strafing them to heal up in between taking hits. This is dumb. But yeah, so that's a feeling I've been struggling with when I think about my work and the feelings that I have. Because it seems like no matter what I'm doing, I always have that lingering feeling in the back of my head that it's just not enough. That and how can I, you know... Oh! Getting eaten on both sides there. And of course, how can I... I'm knocking me down is rough, dude. How much health do they have, though? Like... Alright, I hear other soldiers this way. Oh, there's goblins here, too. Okay, but... Cannon fodder. Come on, guys. Checkpoint. I don't know if I want that to be my checkpoint, but... Can you quit just chain knocking me down there, buddy? This is my last health potion. I should not have gotten a second checkpoint there. Come on, soldiers. Do some damage. Why are you just ignoring him? Giant bear is more scary than little goblins. Oh my god, they're just melting the soldiers. Look at how much damage they have taken. There is no way I'm supposed to beat them at this point in the game. Alright, I'm gonna have to move on. I think my checkpoint now kind of screws me here, but I'm gonna keep trying. Yep. Oh, I just got... I'm gonna get killed off of the checkpoint. That's brutal. Alright, so we are just going to run. Yeah. We'll go this way. We'll find our branching... Oh, that was the branching path, wasn't it? I've really screwed myself here. Alright. That was my last health potion. I think soldier guy's fighting them. I'm not getting damage numbers for the soldier attacks, so I can't gauge how helpful they're being. He's showing signs of damage. Oh! We got one! And no drop from it. Are you kidding me? Alright, checkpoint after getting this one, please. Soldiers, how y'all doing with him? Alright, I'm blocking more. I must just, like, always go that other route. Because I do not remember this fight at all. Oh, oof. Oof. Fight the goblins or something. Goblins are tasty, right? You don't need me. Soldiers! Come on, dude. It's like they're all trying to avoid fighting him. I can't even get through here. Goblins are nothing compared to this guy, so... There we go. More allies. Fight the bear. Oh god, he's just melting them. Got it. Dude, yes. Alright, obviously there's still the big boss that they were with. I think we will come back. I guess I should make sure I have a save after fighting those. That was crazy. So I've identified this feeling. I know it's not super rational, but it's a feeling I have nonetheless. The next step, of course, is to figure out how I'm going to tackle it. And I have a couple different ways. I'm not going to promise that this is a fix for this kind of feeling. I'm still learning. I'm still figuring it out. I am still on the journey like anyone else. But I do have a strategy that I'm currently trying to embrace this phase of growth, I guess, with. And it's kind of a two-parter. The first is honestly trying to appreciate my work more independent of... Oh, jeez. Yeah, water. Get back in the water. Did I get the drop? Nope, there it is. I need more health potions. We're gonna have to go back to the town. I think that's what that's the play. Go buy some. The first is, I guess maybe it's 3-part, not just 2. The first step is to, oh, but the portal's so far away. No. We keep going. We keep going. The first step is to try to reframe and appreciate my work independent of output itself. Not to focus on what I've published publicly for people to see as much as just the act of making the work itself and enjoying that process. And I did this a lot. The photos I posted, I'll post a link to the photo album of our local bridge. It's called the Big 4 Bridge. And some of the stuff there, I spent the whole night talking with my wife about a lot of my creative struggles and things like that. And a big thing that was brought up was just appreciating the act of doing it for the sake of doing it and what value that brings. And so I'm trying to appreciate things from that angle more. I'm trying to understand that what I publish out there isn't the end-all be-all, and my body of work is my own. And that can be creative. That can also just be, I worked out, or I cleaned the house today, or I finished a mudroom renovation project that I started 2 years ago and left off some final steps for. I finished that project that I had put off finishing for like 2 years. It was a big deal. I should appreciate that and not tie it to just output of something that I can post or that can be added to a portfolio or eaten or whatever the desired outcome there is. Nice level up. Got to heal from that as well. I think we've transitioned from just goblins to also orcs. So that's one stage that provides a lot of value to myself. We're just going to dump it all into health because I desperately need health. Mind wound. Increase health regen. Yes, please. All right. The second part, or rather like an extension of that, to do a better job of this, and this is going to sound really silly, but it's to do what's basically called like accomplishment journaling. And this is something I started before. I may have even mentioned it in a video before, but it's basically, instead of just having a to-do list, especially for someone like me, both with ADHD, sorry, I'm looking down at my mic. Well, for someone like me, both with ADHD and with just the nature of my job and my work and the fact that my work is my hobbies and those are all the same. All right, how do I pick up? I don't know that I pick up. I think I might. Okay, that's not the explosive one. It's the little one. Is there a pickup button? Because I've screwed myself a couple times here, blowing it up in my face. There is no pickup. Okay. So I just have to push this all the way over. That's super annoying. But accomplishment journaling is basically, instead of just having and staring at your to-do list, which for me, my work, my neuroses, never, ever, ever runs out. My to-do list, if I cross something off a to-do list, I'm probably adding 5 more. It is always growing. It is rarely truly being finished, even if I break down tasks into like parts of the task, which is like what Adam Savage always recommends doing. Oh no, it's getting stuck. I build up never-ending lists, and it's really discouraging to look at that and be like, wow, I did nothing today or for this week or whatever, because the list never goes away. That's hard to feel accomplished doing that. So instead of that dynamic, you obviously still need a to-do list if you're a list person to kind of keep track of your work, but there we go. To also have a journal wherein you track the things you've actually just gotten done. Big things, little things, doesn't matter. Whether you took care of your pet or completed a big project, whether you just meditated or worked out a mental problem in your head. If you took the time to do something, it's probably worth writing down as an accomplishment for the day. And that really helps. I am out of health potions. This is not good. I really had hoped through coming in here we would find another portal thing. But nope, oh. No, that wasn't a potion? All right, I'm out. I'm out. We're going to have to leave the dungeon. That feels so bad. Feels so bad and so wrong. We'll have to come back to this. But by instead of staring at your to-do list that never shrinks, you can build up an accomplishment list that always grows each day. And as you log the things for the day, you can feel a lot better about the things you accomplished, about the things you did, about even the little things, and help reframe the time that you spent. And at least for someone like me, that is of immense value. That is critical to feeling better, or feeling good rather, about time spent, and tying into the core problem that I have. If I feel like I'm not doing enough, by logging the things that I do, I can better appreciate that, like, yeah, maybe I didn't publish my new course today, but what I did do was complete 5 videos of the 15. Like, I completed a significant chunk of it. They're not edited. They're not done. I don't have the output to show anybody, but I know it for myself. I know that I made huge progress towards it, and I can break down the little things and appreciate all the steps that I did complete towards that. And there is, like I said, a ton of value there. One final angle to at least look at it from, even if there's not necessarily an actionable step, but is to consider how your downtime and how your boredom relates to that feeling. I forgot I need to double check what loot I have first. All right, I've not hit level 5 yet. I'm saving that for level 5. That's 16 to 26. Actually, I'm saving that one. The reinforced rod. Reinforced rod. I can sell everything else. Pants. 9, 4. 14 for the boots. 7. Yes, and yes. I can also equip the shield, at least while I have this equipped. So I can sell. All right. We're looking good. We'll ditch that. And that, and that, and these, and this, and this. And I wanted to keep that one because of the health bonus rather than the stamina bonus. Because thus far, I haven't had major stamina issues, but I haven't gotten any spells yet for that, so screw it. We'll see how it goes. And then armor. That's pretty good. All right, we need health potions. Buy. What's this get us? Health regeneration. We don't have enough. Yo, I socketed that. Okay. And then we can socket. Oh, that has full sockets. I see. So we're going to save that one for later. Okay. Oh, I could have gate scrolled instead of using the portal. That's okay. We didn't have to go far back. So to consider your downtime, your boredom time, at least for me, and I will provide the context here in that I work from home, I work in my box, or even if you don't work from home, I don't think that matters. I work in this space. I spend my time through my kiddo's school day working, and then when my kiddo gets off of school, I am in dad mode for the rest of the day. And so that time period, as well as weekends, which makes long weekends, or weekends in general, but especially long weekends or like school breaks kind of difficult for me. There's no real output of my... There's no real time in that to spend doing my thing. Especially trying to be a good dad, at least, of regulating screen time and whatever. I can't be like, hey kid, you need a screen break. Please ignore me while I go Photoshop on the computer or watch videos or do this other thing. And there are scenarios where I can involve my kiddo in doing some of my things, like art. I can involve him in painting or whatever. He's not always up for it. It's not always relevant. And anything digital becomes a problem. Those are the times I get into the most trouble as I'm looking for that extra dopamine, that extra feel-good juice, that is the time where I get into a lot of trouble watching videos about the thing I'm interested in, consuming content about it, getting inspiration, and then not being able to do it. And through that process, I am witnessing other people doing the thing and feeling worse about myself for it because my lifestyle, or not even my lifestyle on the whole, simply just the time I spent in that moment, is not allowing for me to do the thing. And that is a pretty big bias, a pretty big skewing of reality. And I can recognize that, as I said. I've said many times now, I can recognize this, I can logic it out, whatever. That doesn't make it feel any less real. So my task for the next little while is to reevaluate how I spend that downtime when I'm looking for the good feelings, the dopamine, the whatever. And instead of chasing videos, finding inspiration, if I do stumble across something, like, because I love doing research and other things during that time, I can still do that. But if I find something that I think might be big on the inspiration side of things or whatever, I save it for later. I bookmark it. I build up a queue so that when I want inspiration to strike, when I am able to do the thing, I have a queue of things I can just reference and pull up and immediately kind of engage with. And I'm hoping that will help balance that out a little bit, rather than spending the time being disappointed in myself, basically, that I haven't done the thing. I don't know. I'm a work in progress. We all are. I have a lot of paths to explore with this. I know to some people it's going to sound really easy, like just don't compare, just don't watch the things, just do better, smile. But it's rarely that simple. And sometimes it does require some deeper evaluation of just the way you approach things. I'm really confused what I'm supposed to do with this dungeon here. There was only one explosive barrel. I spent it on the other wall. And now I have another wall to break. And no explosive barrel. Yes. This isn't even something I feel like I'm supposed to come back to, because there's just no other explosive barrel for me to... Like, how else am I completing this dungeon? Even if I find something else to do in the game and skip the dungeon, how do I finish the dungeon? I don't know. We'll find out next time. If you want to see more of this, let me know. Like I said, this is designed to be very not algorithm friendly. It's designed to be very... just me hanging out. And if you want to hang out with me, you have that option. If not, see you. I'm gonna go save, and we'll pick this up some other time. This has been Champions of Norrath, Channel 3. I'm Addy, or Epos Fox, here on the Lost Saves YouTube channel. Again, my shop, if you want to pick up my photo book, is glitch.mov. If you want to see my photo portfolio as it was, I hate using that word because I'm not really good at curating that kind of thing. But you can see that at liminal.mov is the URL for that. And otherwise, remember to be kind, rewind. I cannot believe we killed those bears. We do still got to go kill the boss, though. We'll do that next time. See you.